when she's off, we can just repurpose the absolute fuck out of it then until she's ready to create fresh new content. But so for us, that's not a problem. That's not friction for us. But for her, that's on her mind a lot, and she likes to use that one.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, okay. So like, just it's like a minor thing, but is it like, fuck, like I have the surgery, I don't know how it's gonna go, or is it like, I don't want to pre-record content, it's so much work?
It's probably
Yeah. Okay. So all the thing. Yeah, fair enough. Like, okay, fair enough. But
yeah.
okay, so that's our friction. So it's like, what the fuck happened? Holy shit. Let me go back. Here we go. So I get it. So that's the constraints we're trying to fix. I will go into the like commitments type of thing now, because then we can also fix that. I assume you've already had extensive talks with her, and I think you guys are very close. So I'm pretty confident part of it already happened. But the way I would go about it is, obviously I would open my mind up to settle. Like, obviously, if it goes your way, you have 3 reels, 10 trials online every single day. You know what I mean? So like, ideally that's our goal, but especially with her making 100K from Chatterbait, like, and there's no monetary incentive. Like, we're gonna have to dial it down a little bit. But I would hop on a call with her, have a talk with her, and then I would start the call. Like, one sec, let me actually, this making commitments thing isn't the right buzzword for it, but essentially, I would frame it. So, first of all, again, this might be basic for you. I'll still run through it just for the sake of having everything done correctly. But hop on a call, frame it the right way. You will know how to do that with her specifically, and say, okay, this partnership is going amazing, but there's a couple of things that on your end and on our end, they're just not efficient. So we're not trying to bash you. We're not trying to criticize you. We want to give you feedback and you give us feedback, and just remove all the friction, remove all the current problems that we see, because our goal is that you work less and all of us make more money. And until we get there, are we cool? Can we give you objective feedback, not as an attack, and you give us the same? Cool. So there's element of, well, actually, I think you guys also fucked something up, removed so far, hopefully. Then I would just give her the context. Okay, listen, here are the following things that we talked about here, right? So the problems we currently have is in terms of like your availability. So for us to record content, it being uploaded on a daily basis, ads versus organic, because this is also where we disagree, and you having issues with like being the biggest model, whatever. Our goal with the call is we want to find solutions. Okay, we want to leave this call and we have exact commitments on how we're going to fix that from both ends. So are you cool with, I don't know, yapping for an hour? Cool. So far, so good. And then I would just go through every single point and kind of find out what the real issue is. For example, for posting content, or for, let's start with recording, it seems like there's unnecessary friction, because I'd argue there's a way for, I mean, how much content does she need to record per week versus how much is she actually doing? In your guys' size. So how much you really need?
Well, realistically, we could probably get away with like 15, anywhere between 15 to 20 reels a day. And she has, because ever since the start of the partnership, has said that she's going to always allocate two half days of like content creation and batch creation, right? Up until this point, she has pretty much like not missed the mark on that. Like, she's been pretty good. This was pre Eugene coming on board with OFMOS, so the reels weren't really doing that well. We were kind of just spitballing all that type shit. But she was getting them done, right?
Yeah.
Now, another issue with her is just because of her schedule, it is so much easier for her to do them at nighttime than it is to do them at daytime, just because of her streaming hours. And it takes her, like she said, it takes her like an hour and a half, 2 hours to get ready. So she said, I can mostly do them at nighttime. Now, a lot of the reels I've been sending to her have been at like daytime. That's created friction. So we backflipped on that and we said, look, that's fine. Just start doing them at nighttime. And then, but like, yeah, I mean, for the past couple of days, nothing's really happened then.
Okay, got you. So it's not really an issue that, so for my sense, it's like, okay, we can either get less reels with rechecks and like live updates, or we can get more reels with no updates, essentially.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I mean, we could theoretically attack it, but from what it sounds outside of like the last few days, it's not really like the main issue. Like, if she manages it, it's a good trade-off. I mean, especially I think she's good at content naturally. You don't have to tell her to like look in the camera or some shit. Okay.
No.
So I would then more go into the posting, since it seems to also affect like the organic versus ads thing. Now, obviously, posting the content, I mean, how much would she be posting on trial reels? Like, how many times per day does she need to go on Instagram and post it in your guys' ideal scenario?
Anywhere between 2 to 3 times.
Yeah. So, I mean, okay, let's say, bro, once a week, she puts it all into her drafts, right? And then 3 times a day, she goes on Instagram, clicks upload. That's around 3.5 minutes per day. Let's say 5 minutes, because like she's probably going to scroll reels accidentally once. That's 5 minutes of time invest per day. So that's obviously not a real issue. There is like a failing point somewhere on her end. We can agree, right? Like, it's not a real issue. She can just fucking upload it.
Yeah, because her last upload on the account was on like the 13th of August.
Okay. So this is where it gets interesting, right? Because obviously it's fucking bullshit, but on the other end, for her, is real. So this is where in this call we'd go into, okay, like, can you run us through? Because like basic people management, you guys know this, right? I'm not trying to educate you, but is that okay? Like, we haven't posted since then. The content is there though. So obviously, like on our view, maybe we're wrong. In our view, 3 times a day, you just have to open Instagram, click post. That's 3 minutes plus maybe like 20 minutes while you watch Netflix a week, just putting it all in the draft. So how come you didn't post? No judgment, right? Just, okay, how come? Like, we want to help you. We want to get this done. Yeah, this, some bullshit points. My cat was sick, and then like, I don't know, my mom got fucking nuked or whatever. All this different stuff. Cool. And then we're gonna be okay, but like, I'm sure, like, are you saying you didn't have those 3 minutes in a day to post? Like, yeah, I had. Okay, but like, what's missing till we get there? And kind of like going through the whole fucking excuse. And at some point, we're gonna identify, okay, what's the main failing point? Is not the time, it's not the effort. It's just, for example, I don't know, that could be her focus. I get that, right? If I'm working, if I'm concentrated, I don't want to stop the task. Could be, right? Could also be that, like, every time she has to post, she has to download it from Drive, she has to put it in a draft, has to add a hook text, write a caption. So it takes her an hour to post when it should take her a minute. Could also be inefficiency, classic. And let me just write that down. So there could be all of these different points, and then we can go into, okay, so how can we make sure that we're posting those reels on a daily basis? Like, are you cool with giving us account access? Are you, like, multiple solutions? You can give us the account access. We can prepare the reels and the captions for you, right? You can just put them on there. We can also schedule them through Metricool, which is like a scheduling tool. You can schedule like trial